Damn, look at these people stealing. Say hi to the camera. Look at this. What the is this? Handicap parking. Let's get the license plate down. What's your name, ma'am? What's your name? Dang, crazy.
Wow. And maybe, you know, if you're a hobbler, maybe being a thief is not the profession for you. Not trying to offend anyone, but yeah, not a good decision. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Luke Radowski here of wearechange.org, and there is a lot of absolutely wild and crazy news to get into today, especially when it comes to the app of everything, X, that has provided us a lot of entertainment, a lot of speech, but is it in trouble? What else is really going on here? Is this going to be the Worldcoin of everything? Well, we're going to be talking about that and the larger dangers ahead of us, all here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing in this video, you could get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast is from the beautiful state of California, specifically Sacramento, where two voluptuous thieves decided to get whatever they could from a store and then not pay for it and run away, or excuse me, hobble away into their getaway car, which miraculously took off with them inside of it. Also, I'm actually in the state of California right now, not in Sacramento, but in Los Angeles, where I will be doing a meetup in real life on my birthday this Thursday. More details about that in just a little bit, as of course, crime, corruption, and instability is the new normal under the Build Back Better Biden administration with their Great Reset that, of course, is wreaking havoc on the world. This as international tensions are also increasing to very dangerous proportions as Ukraine has just launched more drone attacks to the capital of Russia, Moscow, and has announced that they will continue to do so and increase in scale from here as we etch ever closer to a real world conflict, as of course the Ukrainian conflict represents, as of right now, a proxy war between the East and the West that has not yet spilled over to an actual war, but could at any moment. Even though it is still in the proxy war stages, this has created a lot of instability, especially to the global food supply chain, as wheat distribution recently has been halted in Ukraine after other major escalations in that country that have created a situation where some of the poorest people, not just in Ukraine, not just in Europe, but the rest of the world will be paying for in large consequences, all because some politicians, particularly this administration, want to continue and prolong this conflict, and almost every step of the way have ensured that the blood sacrifice, the blood loss of the innocent is being extended here, as it's also the same administration that is depending on now, quote, note cards and shorter stairs for Biden's 2024 presidential election. Yes, NBC News is even reporting on this right now, which is a little bit surprising, as of course it was predominantly the corporate media that initially got him to where he is right now, and now they're talking about how he's too old to be president of the United States, and obviously Joe Biden is not all there, many times can't even make a coherent statement, and who really is the question that I think a lot of people should be asking themselves, as his administration is making a lot of very tough decisions, specifically when it comes to America's foreign policy, that are very bold, to say the least, as we move ever closer to a full all-out war that predominantly benefits the military-industrial complex that makes a crap ton of money off of the lives of innocent human beings that are paying the ultimate price for politicians here who are literally fighting over people that they want to tax. This as, of course, the president's son didn't pay any taxes for a very long time, as he was doing international business dealings with China, Ukraine, and Russia, as USA Today is reporting that Hunter Biden is set to appear in federal court in Delaware and plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor counts of failing to pay taxes, while also already agreeing to a partial agreement to felony gun charges, as Sky News is also reporting today that Hunter Biden, quote, dialed then Vice President Joe Biden into dozens of meetings with foreign investors. This according to the latest allegations from a former business partner of Hunter Biden, as it's becoming clearer by the day. Holy cow, these guys are absolutely corrupted, and what did you think was going to happen when they take any kind of position of power? They, of course, will abuse it, and this is why we are skeptical of everyone, everything, every platform, even including Twitter, and why we personally launched LukeUnfiltered.com, our own website where we get to say and do what we want. Right now, we have 2 brand new, spanking, incredible videos available for people that are not available for anyone else, specifically a video of me doing a very interesting walk and talk in Tijuana, Mexico, and a podcast that I did surrounding stem cells, also in Mexico, that will blow your mind away. Those videos only available for members. Later on, they will be available for everyone else, but the members get first exclusive access to these videos, as well as brand new videos almost every single day. 3 masterclasses, a forum, a members-only store, and an in-real-life meetup that will be happening in Los Angeles, California this Thursday. It's my birthday. I was like, what do I do? Well, I think it'll be cool to meet you guys, hang out with you guys, find a great spot where we could eat some good food, break some bread, and of course, go really crazy and have a little bit of kombucha. Maybe not even that. Who knows? But I've been doing these meetups in Texas. I did one in Austin, in Miami, in Tampa. I want to do one here in Los Angeles since a lot of viewers are here in LA, and I think it would be really awesome to sit down, meet you guys, help to form some kind of community here where like-minded individuals could find other friends, create little networks, create little pods of individuals that, of course, will be there for each other. The information of where that will be released on LukeUnfiltered.com the morning of Thursday, this July 27th, and I look forward to meeting a lot of you incredible, amazing human beings, which, and again, I did a lot of these events. They're really fun. They're really awesome. Usually 50 or 60 people come out. It's an awesome gathering. It looks like probably a lot more people will come out this Thursday in the evening here in Los Angeles, and I look forward to, of course, seeing and hanging out with all of you guys and gals here in Los Angeles, California. So, of course, all those details will be available only for members when you log in to LukeUnfiltered.com, and I will see you there right after this. As, of course, there are other pressing issues that we do have to talk about in this video, and that is the larger push for an online social credit score and the digitification of cash with a larger push of central bank digital currencies that we have seen a lot of PR and campaigns for. This, as individuals like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. have been warning about this, as well as predominantly all of independent media, as of course there's a lot of very bad ramifications here, as it's not only just the Federal Reserve launching a lot of centralized projects here, as of course it's also individuals like Sam Altman that just launched Worldcoin with videos like this. And I thought the orb in Las Vegas was weird. This is pretty weird too, as of course it involves biometric facial scanning device with what looks like a digital national ID card and financial system that is, quote, based on proof of personhood. This, as Sam Altman, is also behind many artificial intelligence projects and now has officially launched Worldcoin, which just made its global debut. And sorry, I just can't get behind retina scanning, biometric verification, and setting up a quote world ID. Yeah, not just my cup of tea, which brings us to the next issue, and that, of course, is Twitter, rebranding itself recently to X. And other than just kind of a symbolic gesture here, there's a lot of other things going on here that I think are worth paying attention to, as of course hashtag Twitter X is trending right now, and so is hashtag RIP Twitter on Twitter, or now X, which is now predominantly seen all throughout the application. What is X? Well, Elon Musk had a vision for this all the way back in 1999, which was highlighted on CNN, which I think is important to see, as of course now X.com is Twitter.
So this is an ATM. And what we're going to do is transform the traditional banking industry.
I do not fit the picture of a banker.
X.com, this is Julie.
Raising $50 million is a matter of making a series of phone calls, and the money is there. I've sunk the great majority of my net worth into X.com, which is the new banking and mutual funds company on the internet that I've started.
Big X.
Exactly. X.com.
I think X.com could absolutely be a multi-billion-dollar bonanza, because if you look at the industry that X is pursuing, it's the biggest sector of the world.
This, as it looks like, the vision for X.com hasn't really changed, as Elon Musk, even recently, not just in 1999, made very similar statements talking about how X.com could, quote, bring half of the global financial system with it. Here's a little clip that I think is worth paying attention to from a recent podcast that Elon Musk did.
Essentially, if done right, the X would serve people's financial needs to such a degree that over time it would become, I don't know, maybe half of the global financial system.
Wow.
Or some big number.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the number is, but pretty big. So it would be by far the biggest sort of financial institution. But like I said, not really in the way that people are used to thinking about banks.
Mm-hmm.
Just the most efficient database for the thing that is money. Like I said, like least amount of fraud. Everything's real time. And if it involves money in any way, it can be dealt with seamlessly on one location.
This leaving many people to speculate, did Elon Musk buy Twitter just to make it the app of everything, or did he buy it because of what happened to the Babylon Bee? As of course a lot of speculation is afoot now, as of course some people are speculating that it was predominantly Elon Musk going after one of the biggest platforms that he could afford in order to officially propel his larger vision, which was the app of everything, the modern day WeChat of the American Western society, that is the app of everything. And this is something that we've been talking about for a very long time here on this independent media broadcast, telling you guys like, hey, I think the larger vision here is what we're seeing, and now with every move that they're making, especially in the financial sector, especially in the advertisement sector, which is important to note here, and we're going to be expanding on in a little bit, is towards this everything app. And even though we're seeing a rebranding of Twitter, I think there's something bigger happening here, especially with the new Twitter CEO that previously was a major key component of the corporate media and also the World Economic Forum, Linda Yaccarino, that of course is helping transform X into a more financially viable, corporate-friendly company, as the New York Post is even writing that Linda Yaccarino is preparing, quote, new safety features on Twitter, or X, to, quote, win back advertisers. And it definitely looks like that has been the priority from her. As a previous New York Post article talked about how she is going to be muting hate speech on the platform, which Elon Musk said previously that he would not be censoring. This, as other individuals like the Quartering have been saying, that there already is massive censorship on Twitter, which predominantly is being done in a, quote, according to the Quartering, desperate move to get advertisers back, as he's detailing how nearly 700,000 posts have been censored, some tweets have been labeled, quote, unhealthy, and it does look like Twitter, or X, is toughening up on speech on the platform, while others are making the argument that they are changing the platform in a way where advertisers now have a way to only advertise on specific content that they actually want to advertise with. And What's really going on here? Well, I think there's definitely a fine line that's being walked here, and I think advertisers should have the right to advertise with whatever kind of larger ideas or accounts they want to advertise with. And when it comes to this very specific issue, I think it's completely different than censorship. I think people should still have a right to a voice. I haven't always agreed with the decision made by Elon Musk, but I think as far as rating the social media platforms out there, Twitter's doing way more of an incredible job than almost any other platform out there. Now, will they continue to do a good job is yet another question. I personally really hope they do, and I hope that this system that they're implementing is going to be one where advertisers get to choose who and what they want to advertise with. And that kind of system absolutely makes sense. It's a free market, and I think that free market should be expressed in any way that any company wants to express itself with. But at the end of the day here, we are dealing with a private company with its own rules, with its own guidelines that they could do whatever they want at any moment with. And I think people also need to realize this and not just fantasize a platform that, of course, they really want something to be that is completely out of their hands and could at any moment change at any time. That's why, again, I started LukeUnfiltered.com. I'm very happy with my platform. I'm going to be sticking with it. And at the same time, I'm still going to be using Twitter and hoping that it continues to grow while at the same time allowing people to have speech and a voice, even though there's still specific people who have not been brought back on the platform and look like they are permanently banned, which, again, is something that I don't like and something that I will speak out against and continue to do so since, of course, I believe in free speech. What do you think is going to be happening from Twitter from here? Will they prioritize advertising and big money, or will they prioritize speech, or will they walk a fine line and respect both? Well, that's going to be a very difficult walk to traverse, but I hope maybe they could thread the needle, and I hope it could happen, but that's being optimistic, and that's why I got my own platforms. What do you think is going to happen from here? Who's going to be prioritized here? The users or the corporations or both? Let me know down in the comment section below. Be skeptical of everything, but if someone's doing something good, support them. Right now, I'm supporting Twitter as they're way better than almost everyone else as of right now. They're not perfect, nothing is, but we should still strive towards doing the best that we can while supporting others that do it as well. That's my personal take. That's my personal opinion. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org. One more video coming your way on LukeUnfiltered.com. See you there.